Hi, it's Mika, Fasting Weight Loss, and I'm on a fasting weight loss journey to lose 90 to 100 pounds on YouTube. I'm going to start with a quote, and then I'm going to tell you about what I ate and what exercise I did. And then I'm going to tell you about my horribly bad day yesterday. But it was really good because I'm healthy, and my children are healthy, and still able to go to the park and stuff. So it was bad, but it wasn't really bad. Like, I need to be thankful and grateful. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you about the job and what happened. And that's what, at the end of the day, just really, really messed me up. And I almost cried, but I didn't because um, a lot of people in the world right now have it a million times worse than me. So that is unacceptable to be upset about people in my life bothering me yesterday and the job bothering me. And yeah, it's unacceptable. So for the quote, this quote is for you that are watching, that keep on watching me, even though I gain back weight, I yo-yo, like no matter what, you believe in me. I feel like you care about me and I don't know, I just really appreciate you because I feel like you're kind of like me because I feel the same way about you. Even if you don't comment, but you watch and you support and you want to see me succeed, even if you're disappointed that I gain back my weight and I do this and do that, but you still are there. This quote is for you, okay? Because yesterday I felt really bad about many comments that I received, not in yesterday's video, just in videos in general, because people comment on old videos, new videos, whatever, okay? I'm gonna say the quote, okay, before I just start talking forever. Love is friendship that has caught fire. It is quiet, understanding, mutual confidence, sharing and forgiving. It is loyalty through good and bad times. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weaknesses. Those, oh, that, I love that. Ann Landers, she was an advice columnist where you write into people and ask for advice when we used to use newspapers and things. Um, so man, I'm going to put that in the comments in the description. I love it because loyalty, I looked up loyalty quotes, okay? I've never had such a strong feeling of love from you guys that are watching right now. And those of you that watch my entire video, like, that's amazing because it's hard for people to have patience to watch through a whole video. Not the live streams. I'm not talking about the live streams. The purpose of my live streams are just for that moment. So they're there for anyone that wants to watch them in the future, but they're really just for that moment in time, okay? So, yeah, Ann Landers, beautiful, beautiful quote. Human weaknesses. Everybody has weaknesses. That's what I want to say. So people that might put me down, which no one really puts me down. I don't even count anything as really put me down. But people that, like the same people that are disappointed in me, have their own weaknesses. You know, we all have our own weaknesses. So I just want you to remember that. Not necessarily when you are looking at what I'm doing, but when you're looking at people in general. Okay, we need to like have more empathy for people. Okay, that's just my opinion, but you don't have to. I believe you could be whatever you want to be. If that's the person you want to be, that's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. And I don't have to be okay with that, but I am. Okay, so what did I eat? I had my one meal, and I'm going to show a video of that at the end. And I went to the park, 3 different parks. The first one I went to when I ran an errand to the grocery store, and because I wanted my jalapenos, so I went to get jalapenos and ground beef. And I stopped at the park on the way there, and I just walked 10 minutes, and then I'm like, why am I at the park and my kids are home? So I did my park, got my groceries. Actually, that's not the order I did it, but then I came home, got the kids. I got my 2 youngest plus the neighbor boy upstairs, and we went to the park. They played basketball, and I walked and did my live stream for an hour. So then, and at the end of that live stream, I accidentally threw the basketball in the river. Not cool, but we found a way to get it out. So then we left there and we went to another park, which had a bat house. So in my thumbnail, I'm pointing to the bat house. I'm like, what the heck? Why would it be at the park and why would it be by the basketball court? It was so weird. And we're dealing with this virus that supposedly is from bats. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. So then I'm sitting at the park or walking around while they're playing basketball. I did some sitting on the swing and some walking. And I get a text that said, "We're sorry you missed your virtual hiring appointment." You guys, I did everything all the emails said. I showed up at 12:30 at Amazon. I'm gonna put a clip of that because it was virtual and not in person, but I already did the virtual in the morning. So dang it, that is my alarm. So, and I'm sorry, I'm not editing in that because it's only like 5 seconds for me to stop the timer. That's my alarm clock for my virtual hiring. So now I had to do the whole process over. This is where I almost cried. I came home. At first, I tried to call them. They wouldn't answer because it was high volume. Then I went on the chat. I was number 278 in line to talk to the hiring people. And that took about 3 hours of waiting. And then I finally spoke to someone. They didn't help me. I had to start the process all over again, find a shift. There was no shifts available. That's why I wanted to cry, because they wouldn't fix it. But what can you do? They won't fix it. So I went to bed upset with people in my life and upset with worrying about, now I don't have the job. I thought I was going to start April 2nd. Now I'm not, because I have to wait for new shifts. I just went to bed not happy, but still grateful and thankful because, like I said, there's people that have it so bad. If we have our health and we're still breathing, we're okay. Okay. So money is not a big issue. We'll find a way out. It's our health and safety of ourselves and others that matters most above anything else. Okay. Woke up this morning. I set my alarm, found a shift. There was like 8 shifts available. I was like, wow, because I only had 1 or 2 choices the time before. So I found a shift. I'm going to be working 4 days. If I make the virtual meeting, which I already did on time, I'm trying to do exactly, so I know I did it exactly right, but I don't have time to explain it all in this video. But okay, so did I say everything? I appreciate the loyal people. I appreciate everybody anyway. Even if you click those, there's a lot of people that still didn't unsubscribe, so that's still loyalty and helpful and loving and making allowances for my human weakness. That's it. Did I say everything? Yeah. An hour and a half of exercise. It was walking. I left the park. When I got the email, I called them. Okay, this is, let me see. Under here is cabbage, probably a cup and a half. And then this has jalapenos as the base, ground beef, and pepper jack cheese, and an avocado. So I drove all the way to Amazon, which is probably 20 minutes. I need to time it just to find out my hiring event was supposed to be online, which I did this morning. But anyway, I just got confused and I have to wait for a whole nother email. So I did not do my background check and drug test today. I think hopefully I'll have to do it tomorrow, which is Friday. And my start date is supposed to be April 2nd. So I hope I get the email. So uncool. Oh, and there's a position for the job that this man is doing, intaking, and that's what my experience is. I was always a secretary when I lived in New York. So, and that pays $18 an hour, but I don't think that's what I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to stick with the position that labor position. So we left the other park and we came to this park. It's a tiny little park. First we went to the grocery store, after that other park, and then we're here now. And they just said this is a bat house. I've never seen a bat house. So we're about to see if that's what it really is.
Put that out. That's me.
It is a bat house. Wow, look at that. How interesting. Where is it? Oh, it's way up there. It says bat house.
Bye-bye.
Woo! That's a weird place to put a bat house. Ah! I don't know what exercise I'm going to do here because it's a tiny little park. I did not mention it in the food section of this video, but I did make my kids oatmeal cookies in the morning, very small. I did have 6 of them. The only non-keto thing in it was the oats. I made it with protein powder, coconut oil, butter, um, all like low carb stuff, but I know the oats are not low carb, but it did have a lot of protein and I just couldn't resist and I ate 6 of them. They're mini and little, but they were good and that messed up my full day of an OMAD. It was outside of my window.